Hello, welcome back to everyone that's tuned into our channel, American Ultra Screw. Here we are today. I'm joined by Braden, Shrey, Arjun, and Jeff. Arjun celebrating the Christian Pulisic move. Stay tuned. We're going to have a transfer video coming out soon about that. But thank you so much to all of the new subscribers. We've seen a lot of you guys lately. Like we said in the previous video, we're so grateful to have you here. And today we're going to bring you a preview. The United States plays against Canada tomorrow. Gold Cup quarterfinals. I fancy our chances. Let's just go by which players would you like to see as a must in the lineup and which players you wouldn't like to see in the lineup. I'll go to Arjun first.
As a must, I would love to see again Busio and Mihalovic. They're our most creative midfielders by far. Sands, Aiden Morris got kicked out of camp. Replaced by Jackson Ewell. So again, it's like not really a creative choice there. So to produce chances against Canada, we need creators from the midfield, and I would love to see Busio and Mihalovic starting again.
Any players that you wouldn't like to see at all that didn't impress you and were a disappointment in the first stage?
We've been slandering this guy's name for the past week now, but Zendejas needs to be on the bench for this game. I would put Julian Gressel at right wing to start off this game. He's got brilliant crossing, and with guys like Ferreira and Vasquez who are pretty good finishers in the box, I think it'd be pretty good for him to start in the right wing up there.
That's fair. I think that Gressel is a final third machine, honestly. His conversion to assists and goals is pretty impressive. Braden, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Arjun about the midfield. I think Mihalovic, Busio, and Sands are a must. I don't understand why we only replaced two outgoing midfielders with Jackson Ewell, who isn't even good to begin with, but we've lost two players in place of one, so it doesn't really make much sense there. Hopefully we don't have to see Ewell at all, because he's probably going to lose us the game if he gets on. And for the attack, this might be a hot take, but I would like to see Roldan and Gressel start on the wings. Despite Cade Cowell's great game, I think he's the perfect super sub, and I think his talents are a bit wasted if he starts.
Yeah.
Facts. Trey, what do you think?
Yeah, this is a bit obvious, but I think Jalen Neal and Miles Robinson need to continue to start. If we start Aaron Long, that's starting off down 2-0. We need Jalen Neal and Miles Robinson to start. I'd like to see Brian Reynolds continue to start. I think he's better than Yedlin. I think, in my eyes, he's the third best right back in our pool right now. So I'd like to see Brian Reynolds continue to start. And yeah, I'd love to see Gressel and Roldan start. I completely agree with Braden.
Jeff, do you have any takes that go against what we've been saying now? Do you have any different players that you would see as a must to start?
I'm gonna go the opposite of what Braden said. Cade Cowell to start. I know he hasn't been good as a starter, but it's better if he makes a difference early on, especially against Canada. I feel like he's got that he's got his confidence back after that stellar super sub performance against Trinidad. Although it's only Trinidad, Cade Cowell, I feel like he's gonna redeem himself this game. And if he does, it'll be the perfect time for him to show back up in this crucial match.
You want to know something? I agree with Jeff in a way, because Canada, they aren't going to sit back in a low block, and Cade Cowell sucks against a low block. He is terrible against a low block. Cade Cowell thrives when he has space in behind, and Canada will definitely be pushing us. They will create chances just like we're going to create chances. I honestly back Jeff's shout here saying Cade Cowell to start, because Cade Cowell always thrives against teams that were just spacing behind, and I feel like Cade could really thrive against Canada with all the space they're leaving behind when they're attacking. But I don't know. This is my opinion, so I think Jeff has a bit of a point here. But I see Braden's point too. Cade off the bench is deadly. It could go either way. Cade's just one of our most promising players in this entire roster, along with Jalen Neal. But Jalen Neal has to start. Long is getting cooked by Osorio. Yeah, I don't know who are Canada.
I guess Cavallini as well.
Cavallini will cook the suit. There's no way.
Oh yeah, and also Liam Miller as well.
Liam Miller is alright.
Yeah,
but he's got pace that can really hurt Long.
Yeah, I think that Canada's going to try to not play a low block, try to be progressive in the first 15 minutes and realize they need to bunker the game, in my opinion, honestly. But as Arjun was saying, that's a great point to jump into the next segment. What would you guys be worried about anything in this Canada team? I mean, their roster is pretty weak. If Eustáquio was playing like before, like he was initially called up, I think we would need to be wary about him. But Braden, is there anything about Canada that you think that we need to watch out for?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, they have a few players like Jonathan Osorio, who I think could give us some trouble. I think he's been their best player throughout the tournament so far, but their options going forward are pretty dead. Cavallini and Miller just aren't up to the standard, in all honesty, and I think our backline should be fine against them. At the back, they've got Richie Loyea, who's a pretty solid right back, and I think he'll do a good job pocketing whoever's on the left, whether it's Cowell or Roldan, but other than that, we should be pretty comfortable here.
A player that I think is also a bit tricky to deal with would be Konen, the youngster from Watford. He's a pretty decent midfielder. So he does possess some sort
He's
of
not
threat.
on the roster.
Wait, I could have sworn I saw him. I know I saw him.
That was Nations League.
All right, I agree with you, Braden. I don't think there's much for us to worry. Is there anyone, Shrey, Arjun, Jeff, anyone that you guys think we need to watch out? Arjun, do you think there's anything that
I was gonna say that.
we need to give special attention against Canada?
All right, yeah. So 2 players for me stick out. Junior Hoylett and Jonathan Osorio. Jonathan Osorio is an MLS legend, Toronto legend. He's a brilliant player. I watch him play every single time Toronto plays against Crew. He's the most creative player in this Canada team by far. Junior Hoylett is a tricky wide player. He creates chances. He scores goals. I think we need to lock down these 2 players, Hoylett and Osorio. And the back line's solid. The four they had against Cuba were all solid players. Ali Ahmed, Vancouver Whitecaps, he's been having a solid season for them. Kamal Miller is kind of mid for Inter Miami, but in last season in Montreal, he was class, along with Georgi Mihailovic. Hopefully, Mihailovic versus Kamal Miller gonna be a bit of a teammate versus teammate.
You could say reunion or
reunion.
Like that.
Yeah. And Zach McGraw, he used to be American. I think he switched to being Canadian. He's also a class center back for Portland. And Richie Lorea, like Braden said, brilliant right back. The back line is definitely the strongest part in this team. The midfield is all right. The midfield is carried by the 2 players, Osorio and Hoylett. The forwards are just kind of they're mid. They're not the best, but they can cause danger if they have the space to cause danger. So.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that player that you said that switched to Canada, he pulled an Akinola right there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Akinola's a snake.
He is. He's not even in consideration for Canada anymore. He switched for nothing.
He's not that great.
Yeah, Morris could have done that, honestly. I think.
Yeah, but Morris is American born and bred, bro. Morris bleeds red, white, and blue. That's why I love that kid, bro.
All right, guys, I think that covers most of the game. Now let's go to the most fun part. Predictions. We got Jeff. I think he's gotten 2 predictions right in a row. I'll start with you, Jeff. What's your scoreline and goal scores for tomorrow?
I'm gonna go with 4-1. That seems a bit of a stretch, but this Canadian team is weak. I mean, the only decent players they got is like y'all mentioned before, Junior Hoylett and Jonathan Osorio. Even though Osorio gets kind of criticized by Canadians, but he's still a solid player. So I'm gonna go 4-1. All right, and now for goal scorers. I'm gonna go with a goal. I'm gonna go with a goal from Mihailovic. Mr.Caribbean is not going to show up tomorrow. I'm sorry, he's not going to show up.
Bro, what?
He's not beating the allegations. He's not beating the allegations. I'm sorry.
He's only Mr. Caribbean. He's only Mr. Caribbean. He's not Mr. Canada. He's not Mr.
Exactly.
He's only Mr.
Exactly. See, Arjun gets it.
All
right. He's not scoring tomorrow. I'm sorry. I feel like Miles Robinson might score. I feel like he might score. I'm sensing a second goal for Brian Reynolds. For this during this campaign and for his career overall. And the final player, I'm gonna go with Kate Cowell. He scores back-to-back games.
That's fair. Yeah.
And for Canada, I'm just gonna say, I don't know. I feel like Cavallini might score. I'm gonna just go Cavallini.
Yeah, that's fair, Jeff. I hope you're right. You've been spot on before, and a 4-1 win would be nice. I'm actually going to go with a 3-0. 2 goals from Jesus Ferreira. Mr.Caribbean turns into Mr.Maple Syrup. And the third goal is going to be grabbed by Brendan Vasquez. Arjun, who do you have scoring the goals, and what's the scoreline?
All right, I've got a bit of a more conservative take here. I'm going with a 2-1 win for USA. I've got Ferreira scoring 1 and Vasquez adding 1 late on. And for Canada, I really think Osorio is going to cause trouble tomorrow. I think Osorio is going to get 1, or Hoylett. It's going to be one of those two, Osorio or Hoylett, going to get the goals. But I think it's going to be 2-1 USA. Hopefully, we're all right with the win. But, I mean, just show up tomorrow. So, yeah.
Osorio's a good player, but I think he'll be quiet tomorrow. I'll go 2-0. Ferreira's going to score, in my opinion. Mr.Caribbean will be Mr. Maple Syrup. And honestly, I said Jalen Neal will score versus St. Kitts and Nevis. I like Jalen Neal a lot. I'm just going to say he scores the second goal for a 2-0.
That would be really nice. It'd be nice to see Neil get rewarded for a goal. And Braden, what do you think?
I'm also going to go for a 2-0. I think Ferreira will score. Canada have an all MLS back line, so he's going to thrive against that, as he always does. So he'll get on the score sheet once again. And for the other one, I'm going to go for Julian Gressel.
That's nice. I think it would be his first goal for the U.S. That would be nice to see, especially since he played in Canada before. That would be cool.
He's currently playing in Canada, too. He's currently playing there, too.
Yeah. Any final considerations, guys, for the game?
I just want to add something real quick before we wrap up. Trey Loki said Osorio's not going to be that big of a player, but Trinidad and Tobago, Levi Garcia was their Osorio, and Levi Garcia twisted up our back line. And what Canada are going to do is Canada are going to make sure Osorio gets most of the ball. Everything is going to go through Osorio and Hoylett. They're going to make sure Osorio dictates all the play, everything. Like the last 3 games against the Caribbean teams and Cuba, I think, Cuba's Caribbean. So, and Guatemala, Guatemala, Central American. All right, last 3 teams, Osorio had like the most passes completed. All the attacks were through Osorio. I think to again, like I said before, to win this game, we need to close down Osorio. I mean, get James Sands on this guy. James Sands, Brexit, man, I don't know what you gotta do. Just make sure Osorio doesn't create any chances. Because if Osorio gets into space and he's against like Long or Miazga, it's over. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, but I think we will close him down. I think Neal and Robinson will. So I'm gonna go 2-0.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say Osorio's lucky that his papa's not gonna be at the game. Behind Braden is the kid himself, Gio Reyna. He locked up Osorio that game. He's lucky he's not playing.
Yeah.
Or he's not even there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Braden, do you have anything else to add?
Not really. I should be at the game, so hopefully I'll see a good performance from my boys.
All right, that wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for being here, Braden, Shrey, Arjun, and Jeff. Thank you so much for adding to the video. We appreciate the new subscribers again. Leave a comment with any suggestions or constructive criticism or even hate. We appreciate all of it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.